Welcome to the stream. Checking. Am I live? Just making sure everything is working a-okay. And then we'll get started. There we go. There we go. Hi guys. How's it going? We are live. It's been many days since the beginning of this whole war, this whole conflict and the situation between myself and all these other people, and I haven't heard and I haven't heard a word from them ever since, which honestly I'm glad for. However, that's not to say that things aren't different. There's been much more security. I've been wanting to go on more explorations of the ocean to, get to know the people of the ocean better, the different species of marine life, and surprisingly enough, even there's been other human. Well, I don't always want to say humans, but like humans and other people who have come to create trade relations with us, as there's a trade boat outside, and many other people have started. We've actually started beginning to develop our civilization more since it got destroyed in the multi-dimensional war, and we've been very skeptical, very sort of holding back, hesitant of starting to build everything back up again, and sort of hiding in the security of the monument. And this situation, the incident with Endo and whoever else, is not helping these people. So I need to go make peace with the Nether. I need to go make peace with as many people as I can. I don't wish to have any more conflict at all. I can't bear it anymore. It just I don't know. But there have been other developments. We have actually started developing a civilization again. I've been trying to learn as much as I can. I've actually occasionally gone to some nearby villages to gather some information, but not much. I'll mostly just kind of talk with a few people here and there, trying not to be too noticeable, as I don't want to, again, start any conflicts just by being there. But many of the people are still worried, but it's better now that most of the people who were sick aren't anymore. Wait a minute.
Anyone home?
Ham Jam? Oh, welcome. Welcome back. It's been a while.
It has. It has.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
That's good.
Things
What?
have been quiet, which is
That's good. Good to hear. Means no more
yeah.
other conflict is brewing. I haven't really seen much of anyone really, other than a few nearby villages. So I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, really nothing's been happening.
So what brings you here? Please come. Do come. Uh, what brings
I
you
am
here?
um well, I'm not sure how far we got in our last conversation,
Mm,
but um I something that is common to most piglins in the Nether, um, is we are traders by nature.
Right.
Um,
Right. That makes sense.
it's how we make a lot of our resources is through trading
Hmm.
because the Nether has a lot to offer for people visiting.
Oh,
Um,
I've been told that it's somewhat of a barren wasteland, but maybe I could be wrong. I'm open to new information all the time.
yeah. So when I came to the overworld, I was looking for primarily business. Um,
Of course.
so my first encounter with Endo and the rest of them was just at a trading outpost I had set up not far from their place.
Mm.
Um, so I um, figured I'd come down here, uh,
All right.
see if I can, I don't know, set up shop
Set up shop. Oh, so you want to like set up like a trading outpost?
potentially.
All right. Actually, as a matter of fact, we have had other villagers, humans, and other people coming to trade, and I'm sure some of the citizens would be willing to give some resources for what you guys have to offer. As a matter of fact, we actually we're trying to rebuild some. Just like back up a bit and then swim in. Yeah. So we have actually an influx of like building materials. If you want to take a look, they're very ocean based. I don't know if you have any yourself, but it's just in here.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to give myself stuff.
Shh. Whoops, that's
Yep.
wrong.
So we use your stuff.
Shh. We're just not gonna talk about
I
it. Shh. Get yourself some things. Shh. You guys see nothing. You see nothing.
okay, that's good.
All right. Oops, that's wrong. All right. Cool. Anyways, we have an
All right,
influx
let's see. Let's have a
of
look. Let's have a
building
look.
materials
Whew,
that
I
you
don't
could
even
use.
recognize all this stuff.
Yeah.
Some of this I see under the water, but like,
Yeah. This is all most of the stuff that the monument was built out of that the our ancestors found dug deep beneath the ocean and used to build most of our structures as it's a prismarine. It's a strong, sleek building material that actually holds up pretty well against battles and whatever else. And coral, of course, that's just kind of natural, and so we've adopted it into some of our styles. As you
fire
see,
coral.
yeah, that's
That's interesting.
figured you might take a liking to that a little. Yeah, fire coral. It's a name we gave to it. Of course, like we still know. Just because we're underwater doesn't mean we don't know what fire is. Like,
No, I see that cauldron of lava right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to go ahead take any of this, we can go ahead and get started.
I
Just
don't even have inventory room. Hold on, let me put on my armor.
here, I'll take some of it too.
Bam, boof, boof.
I'll take some of it too.
Boof. Okay.
All right, all right. Let's go and see if we can find any a place to go set up shop. But yeah, honestly, this would be great. If you do wish to stay with us, like that's good too.
I just got dolphin's grace. What the heck?
There's probably a dolphin nearby. We are in the ocean after all.
Yeah, that would do it.
Where'd you go?
Okay. Is there a spot you have in mind?
Ah, I have a spot. Yeah. And just meet me outside the monument if you're, unless you're already. Oh, there you are. I missed you. All right. I'm thinking if you want to build yours underwater, we could build it somewhere around. But if you, since I know you're naturally to the nether, so maybe water isn't your, I don't know, favorite thing. I don't know what your opinion is on water really, but this might work. I was just kind of thinking of one of the nearby islands. Would this do nicely?
I could set up here. Maybe
Yeah.
on the, maybe build. We could build it like a dock onto the shore.
Oh yeah, that
Because
would
I'd
work too.
probably be boating in and out. So
Right, right, right. All right. So, even though I am, a king or whatever, but I'm not a builder, so I'll let you know that right now. It's not usually my specialty.
that's fine.
All right.
Um,
Well, so what were you kind of envisioning with
uh,
how this to look? Here, I'll
well,
move this out
usually
of
I
the way.
build my stuff out of blackstone.
Oh yeah.
I do have a bit of um, in the Nether we have a kind of wood that's blue.
Oh. A blue wood then. That would fit. That could match with the ocean.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So I'll go with like the black tones with and I'll use some of your blue stuff to decorate a bit of the maybe some of the fire coral.
all right. Yeah. No, go ahead. Just tell me what to do to help, and I will try my best.
Uh, wait.
You said like a dock or something. So I could. I don't have a shovel. All right then. I would flat. I was gonna flatten this out, but I mean it is kind of just a wall. Can't really do that, but
We could build it into the wall.
oh, it is sand, but we could just dig a little bit into the wall, yeah, for like storage and things, yeah. Here, I have a pickaxe, so
Okay.
I can. I don't have a shovel.
Neither of us have inventory space, huh?
Nope.
None of us. You know what? That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do. Perfect.
All right.
Here.
So what I'm thinking, I just
Alright.
pick up all the sand. Just chuck it all in the ocean. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, the ocean's got sand. It's okay. The ocean
What's a
can
little?
take.
What's
a little more?
What's 17 blocks more?
Hmm.
Okay. So what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is we have. Let's take some of these.
All right.
Oh man. Actually, the plan may have to be to make a chest. Um. Okay, I made a chest.
That's a good idea. You'll need a chest anyways.
Okay, let's put the building materials in here.
All right. I'm just gonna slap some stuff in there too. Whoops, that's my boat. That's my
How
boat.
much prismarine did you grab?
Shh. I still have quite a few bit in my inventory.
Okay.
All right.
So what I'm thinking is I got some of the slabs for this.
Slabs, yeah. I do have we have sea lanterns as well if we wish to put like light sources as well. This is kind of like a lighthouse idea of like, well, I mean, not necessarily a lighthouse, but like that idea of like, there's light, so come.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was about to land on the ground to break this wood, but no, it just goes down into the ocean.
Oh, I yoinked it. All right, here you go. Yeah, the ocean is very deep, but it's good. It's good to see you around. It's been a while, and it was nice to that conversation we had. It seems like years ago that we had a conversation before the war started. Seems like ages ago, if you remember.
I do.
Yeah. A base of prismarine, maybe? Or that's all I have in my inventory.
I think the dark prismarine is probably good.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. And
Oh.
then, what I'm thinking. Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. We could make slabs out of and stairs out of some of these blocks. Slabs and stairs and
I was
fences
thinking maybe
after
do a blackstone outline to it.
outline. Yeah. Are we wanting it? How big are
Go,
we wanting it to be? Not very big.
yeah, not big. Like
All
this like the chest to the end here. This is like as big as I want it to be.
right. All right.
I don't build my places very large. I'm
Mm.
not building like a whole
Well,
house
of
here.
course, that makes sense. Doesn't have to be huge. Maybe put sea lanterns in the corners up here.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, that works. The sea lantern actually goes quite nicely with the blackstone. Interesting how they're
It does.
not even close to being from the same dimension, and yet.
Um,
Hmm. Warped planks, huh? All right. Up. Here, you keep building. I will take care of
oh,
the mobs. If there's one thing I can do, it's fight.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to like get rid of some of this sand? Cause I could. Oh, whoops. Hmm. Cause I could get rid of some of this sand if you wanted. But have you been out of curiosity? Have you been back to the Nether since you came to the overworld to uh be a
Uh,
trader?
yes. Yes, I have actually.
Yeah.
Uh, I went back. I made a couple of trips back actually,
Oh,
because for the war, I collected a whole bunch of food and potions
right.
that I will never use. So I just sent those into the circulation of like piglins.
Ah, so you got
The
some.
bastions are gonna love it.
Yeah. I've actually done a little bit of research into the magic of potions and and the like as one of my studies actually. So you guys, I'm sure, would be very fond of fire resistance, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's one of the few that we can make in the Nether without any.
Overworld materials, yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. The other one is
Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna create like a little bit of like a support beam
All right, all right,
on
all
the
right.
bottom.
I don't think I have enough stuff to do that, so you can use that.
Yeah, out of prismarine and or prismarine bricks. Yeah. Ah, hmm, yeah. But out of curiosity, I don't think I've ever asked. How do you like piglins? Just like I don't know. What is it of your families and other things like that? Homes, like how is life in the Nether? I just never experienced it, so I would have no idea. Uh, how Nether seems to be a very intriguing place to live.
Oh, I've been muted. Right. Um, how long have I been muted?
Since I asked the question,
Oh, okay, that's actually not bad.
well, I don't
Um,
actually know.
okay, well, what I was saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, most piglins aren't big on like living in homes. Most of us are relatively nomadic, just wander around.
Up.
Uh, yep, that's. Shh.
Shh. Rip.
Nothing's happening. What
What
are
are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
about?
We are making amends with each other,
Yep.
and
And everything is going perfectly
yeah,
smoothly. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone's getting along, and but anyways, life in the Nether.
yeah. Yeah, we're relatively nomadic, I'd say. Uh,
Mm.
what usually happens is the piglins just kind of what we do is we have like a small group, which I wouldn't say
Mm.
is like a family, but it's similar to one.
Similar, yeah.
Um,
All right.
just like a little group that we go around with.
All right. So kind of like almost like a tribe, a little bit,
Somewhat, yeah.
somewhat. Mm. I really don't know how to build, but that's okay. Well, another question I've been kind of meaning
Yeah.
to
Sorry.
ask.
I
Yeah.
like kind of like phased out there. I was gonna
Yeah.
keep
That.
going.
Oh no, keep going, please, by all means.
Yeah, basically. So we keep like a small amount of food and resources for trading, and we just go around. We mostly hunt,
Hmm.
mostly hoglins, which are like
Oh yeah.
the
The
big
big
boars.
boars, right, that you were explaining.
Yeah. So then after every so often, nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening there.
We don't talk about it.
And
Uh,
so yeah, eventually
Lovely.
what'll happen is we'll go back to a bastion and we like drop off, excess food and whatever. And the bastions are basically our storehouses for our like resources and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Aside from that, like you just, it's very different than it is up here, where we've kind of created. We of course like these people have the Merlings as again like us fish people, I guess. We have families. We all live together. It's all the opposite of you. Is we stay in one place. We stay. We kind of develop and then go from there, I guess. That's why we've been isolated for so long, is we've kind of that's just sort of become part of our lifestyle. Oops. But another question I've been meaning to ask is, how does the government and that kind of thing work down in the Nether?
Yeah. There really isn't one, I'll be honest. I'll just say it straight up, like
Oh.
there really isn't really a government.
Hmm.
If you hear that we have a quote unquote king who is Hill,
Yeah.
that's not really much of like a I don't know. I wouldn't call that much of a government.
Hmm.
Reason being, like, there's no governing happening there.
Oh.
There's no other like government officials. There's nothing to that. Um, really, what that is it's basically just in the Nether. It's just kind of chaotic.
Huh.
It's base like every there aren't really many like intelligent like there's
Intelligent.
not loads of like intelligent life there. The piglins have a relatively well-functioning society.
I'd say so. Well,
Um, the Endermen, I mean, they speak a whole other language, so we don't know, but like,
well, yeah.
pretty sure that they're talking to each other. uh,
uh, so you mentioned something about like
yeah.
Hill being the quote unquote king. Like, if you have no governing, why do you guys need or even have a king? Like, how does that even work? It's just
It's
so different.
it's not really a king. Hill kind of gave himself the title. Um,
Um,
and don't get me wrong, Hill is well known in the Nether. But the reason for it is because like it's basically every mob for themselves. Most mobs attack on sight. Um,
mm,
I've seen a lot of like mobs that live together in similar Nether biomes just start going at each other because an arrow flew wrong.
oh,
Um, like it's mostly like yeah, it's survival of the fittest for the most part. And the piglins don't
interesting.
get involved a lot with other mobs.
Interesting.
But it is mostly survival of the fittest when you've got, your different forms of skeletons, your ghasts, your magma
Yeah.
cubes.
Yeah, yeah.
And Hill is just the biggest and strongest.
So the most
Um,
feared, you rule by fear, or they rule by fear, I guess.
yes, and that is why I don't think you were there, but when I first found out that Hill and Endo and like them were becoming friends, I did not like Hill because I know Hill only by reputation, and
Yeah.
Hill's reputation is basically that of a murderer.
Ah. Oh boy.
um, but we got talking later, and Hill's pretty cool. But I mean,
All
there's
right.
not loads of like discussing wars and stuff
Mm,
in the Nether. So
all right. Well, at least that's good to know you guys aren't plotting another war or anything like that. Hmm. But if there's no one really ruling the Nether, then how do I even? Because I plan to make amends with a lot of these different regions and tribes that our society might have angered or created a feud with, but I don't even know. How would I even go about that? I don't know.
uh well, it'd be mostly I think it'd mostly be a species thing.
The
Like
species.
you could probably like I mean most piglins don't even like know you, so like
That's fair.
if you probably through me just like established decent relations with the piglins, it's like because they're the ones who are most likely to like build like trade stuff and
Right,
that kind
right. To
that kind
create
of an idea.
business. Of
Yeah.
course.
The Endermen, they mostly trade amongst themselves, and the ones that are in the Nether occasionally deal with the piglins.
Mm. Alright, well. I
Um,
just.
but honestly, if you get on decent terms with like if you're on decent terms with me, if somehow in the future we figured out where Hill went because I we kind of lost Hill after the war.
Oh.
Um,
Right. I was curious as to where your representative was, I guess, of the Nether, but I guess they're just gone.
yeah,
Hmm.
but if you like you might as well consider yourself on good terms with the Nether if you can get on good terms with just like one group from the Nether.
Could I actually have, like, some slabs of this wood?
I'll be honest, I did not bring very much of it. Um,
It's okay. It's just
yo, this is cool. Wait, what? I did not look down there.
us.
This is sick.
Thank you. Uh, us. We've developed a certain style when living in the ocean. A very somewhat intricate designs, a little bit. If you look
I
on the
can.
front of our. Oh, I got it. Whoops, I'm too fast. On our the front of our monument, we actually have a guardian's eye design sort of on the front. Well, yeah, that's that. We've developed a style, so I'm glad you you like it.
Yeah, it looks epic.
Thank you.
I accidentally made a bunch of like regular black stone walls instead of the polished one.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, this actually looks quite good. I actually really like this. You also seem to have a knack for building. I mean, seeing as you build so many of these, probably it's almost come down to
How many slabs were you wanting? Because I have 3 right now.
it's fine. I just want there's a little gap beneath the slabs down here, and I wanted to fill it. Actually, if I could have just like four,
I
would be
I
fine.
have I have 3.
All right. Aw. Oh
Wait,
man,
I put that in the wrong place.
it's fine.
Boof, boof. Uh,
I mean, it's okay if you can't get any, but something I kind of wish worked with the physics of this world uh, is that you can't being able to play slabs of two different types next to each other. I don't know why physics just doesn't work that way for some reason. It just refuses.
does that fit in this? Oh, wait a second.
Oh no, you need water. Here, I have a
Yeah, I'll
silk
be.
touch. I have a silk touch.
I honestly I did not like know the
Right.
mechanics of coral in the slightest.
The coral in the ocean, in order to be alive, it requires water. So if you wanted to place them around the bottom of the base, it might work. Or if you wanted to place like water next to the base, like over on the sides, which actually might look nice. Like if you put like water sort of on the sides with coral. I don't know. Perhaps. Like if we were to do something like,
If I went
does
like
that work? Whoops, I might have. Whoops, I just flooded your. Sorry.
all good.
Ooh. Ooh, highlights of like red. Ooh.
Wait, hold on. We can just replace this. You can get your slabs.
Yeah.
I have 12 slabs now.
Wow.
You wanted 4?
Yeah, the wall.
Bam. I just threw it. Oh, wait.
I need to.
There you go.
Hold on, I'm coming around. I'm coming around. Yes, thank you.
I promise there's a way in.
All right, thank
I-
you. That sort of
I'll
adds to the
use-
support.
I'll use some prismarine. Prismarine bricks. Okay, that's what that's called. Woof, woof, woof.
So, what's this like, golden, uh, black stone? I think is what you called it. But like, it seems more than just like a gold ore.
Yeah, it's called gilded blackstone.
Black stone.
It's probably one of the rarer, probably one of the rarest things that you can find in the Nether,
Huh.
because only piglins who live in the bastions have made it,
Oh, interesting.
and we use it as a decoration in our buildings.
It looks quite nice. Honestly, I do actually quite like the look of this so far. It's actually turning out really well. Oh, yeah, that's
Wait, no, hey.
black stone.
Boof, boof.
Yes. All right.
All
So
right.
you
Think that'll do it?
yeah, but out of curiosity, you keep mentioning this bastion. Like all piglins have a bastion. Do you have a bastion you go back to or a
I
home?
built my own in the overworld actually out of
Huh.
deep slate. Um,
Oh yeah, deep slate I've heard is
because obviously, like,
mhm.
I have blackstone from the Nether, but I don't have enough to build a bastion.
Right. That makes
Usually,
sense.
yeah,
Yeah, deep slate I've heard. Haven't been underground too much myself, but is almost like the Earth's crust a little bit, very deep down into the ground.
yeah,
A little bit. All right.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, for the most,
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
yeah, there's a few different kinds of. For the most part, I found that the brutes are the just the piglins that uh, guard the bastions. By the way, um,
Oh,
they're
right. The multiple
bit
types of
bit
piglins.
bit tougher, in bit more aggressive, than they usually hold axes instead of swords and bows
Hmm.
and stuff. Um,
Right. Or do you are
I've
you
got both.
are you a piglin or a piglin brute?
Um, I myself lean more to the brute side, although I've never really gotten it because I brutes spawn fully grown.
Oh.
Piglins, on the other hand, can are like born as babies.
So it's almost like brutes are kind of
Um,
trained to be that way.
yeah, I was a child,
Right.
but I have a lot of brute characteristics, so I'm really not sure.
Interesting.
So yeah,
You
so
sure
I
do seem to be one.
plus I mean I never really got the brute training. I more or less trained myself.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't really lived the lives of either one, so I kind of consider myself my own thing.
Well, you do seem to be quite a unique piglin, at least. You
Okay, I have inventory room now. Woohoo!
woohoo. But here, I'm just gonna like I don't know. What do we want to do with all this? All this stuff in the chest. But
You can take back whatever you want if you want
hmm,
to. Just doesn't have to
yeah,
be now. Whenever you want, just
yeah.
take back
All right.
whatever materials. You can leave the blackstone stuff and
Yep.
the warped wood.
All right. Uh, yeah. Actually, so you mentioned like you built your own bastion. Do you think I could out of just trying to gain as much knowledge as I can, but do you think I could come visit sometime just to go see what it looks like as a bastion?
Yeah,
Because I can't really go to the
absolutely.
can't really go to the Nether, so this would be good information for me and to gather for my kingdom.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
It's
How would
it's
we?
bastions are pretty big. It's a pretty big building project.
Pretty
So
big.
mine isn't even quite done. I just have the
Oh,
necessary facilities for storage and for just general living.
all right.
Um,
Uh, I can't quite remember what I was gonna say. Darn. Oh yeah. How would we? Would there be a possible way to keep in communication? Like,
I
hmm.
I'm planning on hanging around here for a while.
Oh right, right. That's
That's why we built the
fish brain.
place.
I've been I must have been out of water. I've been out of water for too long. My brain has stopped functioning for a bit. As much as I've been
Yeah,
grown up so that I can go outside of water, it's not usually the best for me, especially since I've been underwater for so long. That sometimes side effects of me going above water for too long can include a little bit less critical thinking skills and sometimes even like sometimes even blindness. So like,
blindness.
yeah, I become less observant when I get out of water too long.
Not sure that's quite the same thing, but okay,
Shh,
I'll take
shh.
your word for it.
Yeah, it's sort of like a blindness around the corners of the eyes. So it leads to me seeming less observant to someone else who wouldn't know.
That's I'm sure that's how it works. I'm sure
Yeah,
that's how it
yeah,
works. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
As much as I do have lungs and gills, but gills that my gills work much more efficiently than my lungs. So
Let's put that there because I feel like it's actually the light's way off on the edge. So
Yeah,
I'll figure out what to do to light this place up with
right.
maybe like lanterns or something later.
So you can actually you can keep those around, those building materials around for a little bit if you want to expand or if you want to add more
Oh
detail
sure.
to it. But
Man, this column though, this is crazy.
thank you. But yeah, uh, there might be the problem of monsters spawning on the islands. They tend to do that. They don't spawn in
I
the
can
ocean,
I
but
can deal with that.
yeah, you've probably gotten accustomed to it having been traveling for so long.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I should probably get back to the monument to make sure everything's going well. We are, like I kind of mentioned before, we're starting a project to expand our civilization a bit into the coral reef. As normally over these long time we haven't been because worried of war and whatever else with the Nether with whoever else. So we haven't been wanting
Yeah,
to risk just it getting destroyed again like it did in the past. So,
fair enough.
but we're starting again once again,
All
sort
right.
of. But yeah. Enjoy your
Well,
stay. If you want to come visit me in the monument, I will be doing my rounds usually. And now,
yep.
actually, when I go look out my window over there at the back of the monument, I'll be able to look at the trade post, which will be nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you sometime soon, hopefully to reconvene.
Yep. I'll see you.
All right, goodbye. All right. So, well, that was quite unexpected, really. It is interesting though. Ham Jam sure is an intriguing specimen of a piglin, which honestly uh I'm glad to have known him and be on good terms. That's one step closer to my end goal of trying to make peace. I want my people to be able to live worry free, and that just seems to decide not to happen sometimes. I don't know, like life, even under the ocean, under the sea, uh, can be rough sometimes. I just really, I believe I need to go check the food storage, make sure that's all going well. As much as I'm the king, I usually get offered higher higher like portions, higher privileges, which is hence why I have these golden carrots and the golden apples. But most of the time I decline and say, give them to the people, they need it more than I do. But it's sometimes it's rough, trying to get food underwater. We have fish, but we try to kill as little fish as possible to, preserve the marine life. The drowned don't. We would fight them. We would fight them for food, but they don't. They don't have. They don't usually have anything we can use for food, and so we do actually have an underwater farm. But sometimes it's underwater. It's not always gonna work. The ocean is rather salty, and crops aren't always a fan of that. Or at least that's what I've kind of figured. There's not much on farming, but we're experimenting, we're learning. There have been, why am I going on this side? Many of our ancestors have tried to perfect the art of farming underwater, trying to gather food for our people, which is much more difficult than, well, it's already seems pretty difficult, and it is. I need to go over here. Yeah, but sometimes the farm works out, sometimes it just doesn't. And as the king, I need to, make sure things go well. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. food shortage. It's not been perfect, but our farming methods haven't been perfected, as seen. Again, the dirt can't usually stay harvested for very long due to it. Even the melons I can't regrow. There's no more melon stalks. Oh no. This could be devastating. But this could be bad. But again, underwater it's very quite difficult to keep up on food for all these people. Even though again we have less and less people, unfortunately, but much less people than we did in the have in the past. Population only dwindles. Here. Our population only proceeds to dwindle with the wars, with so many other things. It's rough. Times are rough right now. And now a food shortage on top of that isn't gonna help. But again, we try to eat as little fish as possible, but we do have some storage just in case of, you know, fish we've seen axolotls kill other sea creatures. We have scouts and scavengers go look for food. Although the guardians are also fish, so we can use them to... We do sometimes kill guardians to get food. Like, they are created with parts of fish, and so occasionally we can use that to our advantage and gain a little bit of food. But most of the time it's unsalvageable because, you know, we have to kill the thing in order. And because so much, it's just become more and more, because of the lack of fish, it's just become more and more technology. So pretty soon, there won't even be a part of them that's fish. Maybe. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. Like, see, there's one fish that I managed to salvage. A few more fish. Alright, this is good, this is good. But it's hard, it's rough under here. How does the Nether even get food? Like, they scrounge around for food, they hunt hoglins. I guess that's not too different from us, where we have to hunt dangerous creatures in order to get food, but it wasn't always this way. Honestly, maybe I should start trying to farm above ground. It would be much more, you know, open, much more vulnerable, but might be more efficient than trying to farm down here. Our stores are getting quite low, and I don't like that. But we built ham jams trade port. Maybe he can help us get more food for our community. He could be a valuable asset. I mean, it's good to just have him around, but he could be able to help us maybe. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens now. Maybe next time, maybe in the future, I'll have to research how I can get in contact with the hill in order to, you know, make amends with the Nether. I'm on good terms with ham, so I guess ham jam, so I guess that makes me on good terms with the piglins, usually at least. He mentioned something about ghasts and other types of skeletons, though. I don't know if I can make amends with those. all the species of the Nether, because I can't really go there for very long. I don't think I've ever even been to the Nether. So it'll be an adventure. But that'll be good. It'll be good to get out of here for a little bit. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, ring the bell. I'll ring the bell. Subscribe. Follow twitch.tv/clubo. Anyways, what in the bread? What are you doing here? Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.